Uh, okay, I will start the Scrum today. I will start from my initiative first. So I have HAR CSC targeting for job inquiry properties. So actually, I haven't really find what kind of pivots that I want to do, but this already on the due date. I want to put it on abandoned first, and I actually still want to come back and working it with CSC that still have top inquiry properties there, but I actually no update yet because it's gonna find some frictions with the owner itself. But here I'm coming also to the HR. I am also open for any suggestion if you have okay, I will put it there first if you want to give any suggestion or something that you want to
Mungkin nanti. Biasanya dia agak
uh,
nanti-nanti.
Cynthia, I'm sorry, would you like to mute
Kenapa?
Cynthia?
Sorry.
Would you
Oh,
like to
sorry.
mute? Yeah, thank you,
Sorry.
Cynthia. If you want, I will put it there. If you wanna give me any suggestion or something that I can do, please put it there. And I'm now coming at HAR 1.3 Instagram guest experience review and post, review and I'm sorry, review and photos. So I actually have no update yet, but I will let you know about my schedule there. I have already put it on the attachment that the schedule is like that. We kind of do it for the last post is for the initiative. I want to give a time budget for only 15. So I want to see and make sure that this initiative is work or not to help us to give some inquiry or not. So I'm going to post about CSE for Kubu Yang Yang for today and for tomorrow about fun facts that we already have and currently haven't really designed by Kani, but later will designed by Kani. So that is from me. I'm moving to Nadine's initiative. She's listing amenities filter impact measurement. Nadine, would you like to give us the update?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. So I have update for this initiative. So the yesterday I held amenities filter task and feedback meeting with the attendees are Cynthia, Joseph, Sin, Caroline, and also Kiki. So for the KPI, it's one of the KPI is already achieved. New candidate in the company can search all the properties with any specification, and one implementation idea is already implemented. Testing new candidate in company to use the filter. So the result is without amenities filter, average is 3 to 5 minutes to find one property with PRM bigger and listing as a tools. And with amenities filter, average is 28 seconds to 1 minute to find one property with only amenities filter as a tool. So also I already collecting feedback from the attendees that some data is still inaccurate. Yes, and it still need improvement. I will deliver it to the product development. And also the other thing is double amenities and facilities. Double amenities in facilities and amenities section. So it still need to be fixed. And yeah, that's all the update for this one. And the next step is actually the satisfaction survey that will be running by VD. Uh, so yeah, that's the update for now. Thank you. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you, Nadine. Actually, I have checked this for a few days ago, but still I find there's a pending properties there, and the number is kind of changed. Sometimes we find out, let's say on the Tuesday, I find that there's 4 properties pending, and now I found that there's 6 property pending. So, do you know what actually happened on that, Nadine?
Pending uh in the like partner, non-partner, and pending
I'm sorry, Nadine.
in the property status. You mean?
In the filter itself, there's a red kind of red in the below of the property status partner. There is words that saying that 6 properties are pending.
Oh yeah, that's because all the data is not complete yet.
Okay. And the number is always changed, yeah, Nadine, for that because
Yeah,
it's
because it's still developing.
okay. Noted. Thank you, Nadine. I'm coming
Thank
to
you.
your simplify check-in arrangement information with PV's guest portal. Please,
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. So for this one, I already counting the MVP. So 20 MVP succeed it's but all of that is on Airbnb only. I still need to analyze for booking.com reservation. And also I want to make sure that all HAR use the new welcome message for every confirmed booking, because yesterday I checked, it's not really in every profile. So I really need your help to try to with the new welcome message first and see the result. It's okay if the result is failed or success, it's okay, but just try, because I need to analyze that. So yeah, today I will working on booking.com reservations. Back to you, Chair.
Noted. Thank you, Nadine. Maybe Miss Chair, you can also mention everyone here to always use this is can well to welcome the guests. So sometimes I also see some we still use the old welcome message. So thank you, Nadine, for that.
Oh
Good
yeah,
note.
another update, Mr. Chair. So I last night I discovered that maybe have one welcome message is also scalable, like the usual welcome message that we have, like personalized from each property, that like new candidate in the company still need to remember the name, the snippet for each property, right? Which is, it's not really scalable. Maybe have this one welcome message is also support the scalability. Yeah, that's it.
Noted. Perfect. Thank you, Nadine. I am moving to Kak Tendi's car, HRF 5.1, tracking the guest journey using bigger on-site team involvement. Please, Kak Tendi.
Okay, thank you. So actually yesterday we had the discussion with Mas Bayu as also. So actually the involvement from the onset team there is actually just for the supporting us to complete this the gas unit. But back again, this the responsible is for the HAR to monitoring like what step is the gas unit stuck. For example, actually you can see on the tableau is if you want to easier like how many gas that we have, and then actually okay, so there is no checkout and then the review live review yet, check on the gas journey, and then you can filter it because we already have the filter on the bigger. You can filter it every day, like see which gas need to taking care today, so you can done by today, like that. So actually yeah, we cannot like full rely with the onset team, because for example like some villa, they don't have they only have the housekeeping for cleaning but not for the whiting the gas, and then maybe some but they always know about the gas checkout. They know about the gas checkout. That's only the part that they can rely. But also, oh yeah, so also the room ready and then the gas checkout, but the gas check-in we need the HR to monitor it. For example, like the guest check-in at night, and then so the next shift need to checklist the guest check-in, and then like that. So actually the monitoring stuff that should be the HR.
I see, Kak Tendi. So we kind of want to break down again the guest journey. Was who is going to be responsible on guest journey like that, ya, Kak Tendi? I think that before I believe that maybe we agreed that check-in should be checked by the on-site team too, but now we kind of changed that the check-in should be assigned by or checked by the HR team like that, Kak Tendi. Okay, not that. I see that there's still. Oh wait. Oh, I think my Trello is error somehow. I can see. I can see your. Have you read your what problem that you want to solve about this, Kak Tendi?
For this, yes.
Information. Oh, okay. It's kind of error somehow in me. So thank you, Kak Tendi, for that. I will skip to Caroline initiative here. On the fundamental pile, I see examine inquiry coming on air support WhatsApp. Caroline.
That one is no update, Andre. That one is only there for fundamentals, for
Oh, okay.
basket of ideas.
Okay, noted. Thank you, Caroline, for that. Actually, we have already covered everything on initiative here. We'll move to discussion management. But before that, do you have any question or something that you want to say about every initiative here? Okay, I will skip and open the discussion management. Okay, I see there's a one is from Kak Tendi here. Is it HAR use the filter of guest journey? Kak Tendi, would you like to give us more about this discussion?
Okay, I think you can floor it, Andre,
Mm-hmm.
to the team.
Okay, I believe what you mean is the guest journey is what's on the beaker. Yes, right, Kak Tendi. I will open the beaker first. Yeah. Do you mean this one, Kak Tendi? The guest journey status, right?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Okay, I will forward it to the all HAR here. So I believe that this filter is used to check whether if we which bookings that we have already give check or assign. I see that there's we see that all of the guest journey is already here. So you can also click and see whether if we check if we whether if we to see whether if we have check something about in ask guest arrival time or check the room readiness. From my side, actually, I have used that. I have actually used that to check. For example, on the early August, I already used this because I find that some we got pretty much booking up. I mean, like 4 or 5 bookings. So I check with using that, and somehow I find that something still error. When I try to click from this filter to another filter, it's kind of error, and I have to refresh and get back to the bigger again. Actually, I have already used that, Kak Tendi. Thank you for bringing that up. And maybe from Nadine, have you already used this filter?
I have tried, but it shows no results. Always no results. I don't know why. I already refreshed the bigger so many times.
Mm. When you actually tried this, Nadine?
I tried in every morning actually.
Mm. Okay, good then. Uh, from Cynthia, do you have you already used this guest filter?
No, actually, no, I haven't used that. I just like wanna use try to use it today.
But do you know actually that we have that filter?
I've just realized. I'm sorry for that. My bad.
Okay, then I think it's good, Nadine, for a remind all the HAR here. From Caroline, do you actually have already used this guest journey filter?
I'm actually the same as Cynthia. I just acknowledge this filter now.
Okay. From Kak Tendi, from your side, have you? I believe that you have already used this. Do you find something that still same with Nadine or with me? Actually, I can check. I can check some in the early August, I guess. I can check, but when I want to change the filter, it's error. But how about from your side, Kak Tendi?
Okay, thank you, Andre. So, actually, from my side, it's fine because I think you need to know about the system as well. So, actually, if I might know, like if you put the filter, this is just the gas that they're taking care for today. For example, if you didn't what's called check the like ask arrival on the 2 days before, it will not show today because that's need taking care 2 days ago, like that. And the best way for the guest donation itself is like we want to this is can be maximize also the what's called the booking as well, because if I believe HR team will check the guests that will arrive tomorrow, right, for
Yes.
preparation. Then you can filter it as a checkout for tomorrow as well. Like so you can see like which guest is checkout tomorrow. Maybe you can offer like hey, how was your stay, and maybe do you want to extend or something. So actually that's good for you as well, like that. And then on my set I use it, but I didn't find any error yet, but I'm not sure if actually if you find any error, just report it on the bug report so we know like what is your problem, and then the product development can help to improve it there.
Noted. Thank you, Kak Dendi. So this is actually I wanted to also to connect this with the bigger error, something that we kind of find. Do you also when Kak Dendi, do you remember, or maybe all HAR, do you remember when Nadine and I having a friction with the bigger that we can actually connect with the bigger and check any reservation? Do you also experiencing that before, maybe from Kak Cynthia?
Mm, yeah, for the problem, before there's no the filter, right? If
And
I'm not wrong.
the filter is already here for since yes, I've
Oh,
seen and
yeah. Maybe that's also the my bad because I don't even realize it. Even I do the check the daily gas and another things, right, for all on the finance itself. But I'm so sorry. I just really don't realize that there is already there.
okay, Kak Dendi, do you also some finding some experiencing some error with the bigger somehow?
Um, the error, I think, uh, so far not yet.
So you always good with the bigger?
Yes, when I open is still okay. No problem yet.
Oh, okay. Caroline, do you also Caroline, are you using Kak Dendi's account or your own account?
My own account.
Oh, do you still are you also experiencing with some errors?
Just barely, but it's so good.
This is kind of something that really annoying. Some well, because I found me and Nadine something somehow find some errors and experiencing some we cannot really open and check any guest there. But Kak Tendi said that it's good. I think we have to bring it up to the I'm sorry product development to actually fix this kind of issue because I believe this is not the only first time when we try to open this and we have to actually reload on that one. So once again, I want to say thank you, Kak Dendi, too, for bringing this up for let us to let us know more about this kind of filter, so we can check whether guest is already assigned, whether if guest is want to check out for tomorrow or maybe what date, so we can check it easily on our picker. So that maybe you can, if you have any problems with the picker, please you can also write it down here, so we can also summarize what kind of error that actually happened on the picker for the HAR side. So we can also bring it up to the product development. So we let them know what's actually happened on HAR these days. Thank you for that, Kak Tendi. I am moving to Mas Bayu. This is Mas Bayu discussion. Actually, this is related about KPIs about mobile apps. Mobile app. So me and Caroline were coming to Mas Bayu, and then we trying to discuss about what KPIs that we want to make from the HAR side related about mobile apps. So Caroline and I was thinking about these three main KPIs that we can do in the what HAR side. Actually, the first one is raises a bad news about the on-site awareness. Actually, this is kind of hazy too. Regius bad reviews about the on-site awareness about check-ins because what we believe that the mobile apps will help us to notify the property owners, and they won't really they don't want they don't really text us or asking more and more about the guest check-in on that day. So Mas Bayu asking about how many reviews in this criteria now. So I will bring this discussion maybe. Okay, the first suggestion KPIs is about to reduce the bad review about on-site awareness about check-ins. Do you actually understand about this, guys? Cynthia, do you understand about this? We want to reduce the bad reviews about on-site awareness. Actually, Kak Cynthia.
Yes, I understand about that thing.
Okay, cool. So actually, I still kind of need Setting a KPIs and SLA is really something that I have to admit something that's really new for me. So I kind of need tons of guidance in this kind of discussion or making something like that. So wait. Mas Bayu are asking about how to make sure about this or reduce the bad reviews. Okay, maybe from. Can I ask someone about
Um,
this? I could.
Andre,
Yes.
I think Andy want to say something.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Hello,
yes.
Andre.
Yes. Go on. Go on.
Okay, thank you. So, I think about the KPI itself, it should be like the
Hmm.
number of bad review, because the word like a reduce bad review, it's kind of like still not clear yet. Maybe for the KPI, it can be like the number of the bad review about the on-site awareness. But I think for the criteria itself, I think it's this is like a little bit hard to measure as well for maybe for us, because uh, but because sometimes the review is mixed, right? Sometimes it's
Yes.
because, and then how we just take the review that measure that mention the onset awareness. Yeah, I think that's a little bit hard to measure as well. Like this bad review, I think, yeah, we need to think that something that we can measure.
Okay, let's skip about that first. Okay, we actually have something that maybe we can measure here. Is zero complaint about on-site staff attendance on the accommodation. So we can actually drag it from the review rating on check-in category. If you know, it's actually on the performance. Let me show you. Do you guys actually already know about the reviews per guest that we can actually check on Airbnb? I'm sorry. Airbnb. Um, so what I was thinking about this, zero complaint about on-site staff attendance of accommodation. We can also we can check it on individual review about the rating to our check-in. About yes, about reviews that they give to us related about check-in. So I believe on Airbnb we can also check it one by one. What kind of reviews that they give to us, and I haven't. The story about this. Maybe Mas Bayu still asking about the number of it and whether we want why how can we check about it? How to actually check the performance here? So about the zero bad reviews about it, or maybe we can change it. Wait, let's show you this. Here, actually, how can we measure about it, about the check-in here? This is an individual review that we got per guest that check out and leave us a review. So from this guest Pilakaju, we can actually track this data to let us know about the check-in reviews to our to be this KPI to be these KPIs. So maybe do you have anything that I'm kind of confused about this discussion actually to bring up how to uh, KPIs itself first. Okay, do you agree about that suggestion to track the review the performance review to be this measurement KPIs maybe from Cynthia.
Yes, thank you, Andre. Well, if I could see here, correct me if I'm wrong. So I think at the first time before we set this as a KPIs, I think we should do the research about how many. Maybe Mas Bayu want to know about how many the reviews or how, probably about the individual review itself. He want to know about the total. Maybe like why do we really need? It's kind of like in the checklist. What is the problem and why do we need solve the problem? I think we should start from that things, and I think why must Bayu bring this? He wants to know more about that things. Is it really a problem for us about the bad reviews? Maybe like for the bad reviews, well, I could take it as the bad reviews as an example. Uh, if the bad reviews, it's kind of like 50 or maybe more than 50% mention about the on-site team awareness about check-in, then maybe yes, that could be a problem on us, and it's a big problem, and then we need to solve it. But if it's just like 10%, let's say 10% from 1000 review, and then well, that's so many sih sebenarnya. Cuma but is it really really important right now and really urgent right now? I think Mas Bayu want us to give that data first, so he could like ensure, so yes, this is a problem, and then we should finish it. I think that the things that you should bring first, like the data about the real problem, about the actual problem in the field. So yeah, to to
Hmm.
make sure to ensure him about this project.
Okay. I see. So we should move back and see what the data first before we kind of
Mm,
bring this up to be a KPI, something like
mm,
that.
yeah.
Because Mas Bayu here are also uh, believe that this will be fixed overbooking issues, if I'm not mistaken. Here, who will benefit about this feature? Mas Bayu said that this is about HAR overbooking. Cost partner didn't check the bigger, and actually, I don't really between these apps and the bigger itself, because maybe it happens because the owners didn't block the toolkit, and then there's a guest coming from our side. So that's the things that basically happen in overbooking, right? So I believe this should be a big discussion, I believe. I kind of start. I have to delegate this maybe for our, yes, Nadine.
Okay. I actually got Cynthia's point about
Yes, thank you.
zero complaint about on-site staff attendance on accommodation. I think this is maybe we connect to the experience, the last experience that we got about Didi's place, that maybe the attendance of Max or Didi is drunk and everything, so it raises some complaint. But if the intended outcome from Kak Bayu is also about overbooking, that might be unawareness about of the on-site staff or the owner of the guest check-in. That's actually the problem that needs to be solved, because unawareness itself will causes overbooking and everything. It's not about the on-site attendance, but the unawareness about the bookings that coming from us to the property. I think that is the problem, Andre.
Okay. So this is kind of also almost same with this, but we want to bring, yes, Kak Tandi?
Okay, thank you, Andre. Yeah, I think if we're talking about the check-in on the HR side, it's actually from my side, these two things it's not belong to the HR, but mostly to the community, because the preparation, like the on-site training about the standard hospitality, because like the on-site team that attenders, and then that awareness, it should be trained by the community. How when the on-site team need to stand by, when the on-site team need to aware, the aware, mostly it's related to the bigger, the on-site team know when the guest check in, when there's a check in, the guest will coming. So actually, what do you think? I think this is about the preparation, previously, like this is about the community, how they train the staff, and then the end result is the review, right? The bad review. If the sorry, I mean the review itself, the end result. I think the KPI, if in the HAR have the KPI like reduced bad review about the on-site awareness, I think you cannot control the awareness of the on-site stuff, but I think it will be the more about the preparation, how the community train, so the on-site staff can aware the if there is a check-in, and then if there is like a uh, guest need to help for the check-in, and then yeah, I think if in the onset in the HR itself, I think it's a more mostly about the communication, like the KPI about the communication about like the check-in, like how you assist the guests, how you inform the guests about the check-in arrangement. For example, if there is like a key box on the properties and then there is no staff, how you actually assist them to get the key box, and then let the guests come, and then like yeah, but the special request or something, I think mostly about the communication that SCR mostly can control. Yeah.
I got that, but in these terms of mobile apps, so we actually want to assist the partner itself, attendee. This will be the use of this mobile apps is actually more intent to be in partner side, not actually our side. So it's actually like a bigger the track into mobile app. So the partner will only see what happened in the bigger in the check-in itself. So yes, I believe that that's the communication to the guest. It's our main job, but it's I kind of don't see the correlation to between that one and also in this mobile app. So I'm still kind of confused. Can I delegate this to someone? Maybe to Jing is Jing here.
I'm here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Can I actually delegate this kind of discussion with you?
Okay. So you want me to help guide? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm actually not the best person to probably do this because my understanding
Mhm.
of KPIs is sometimes I notice there are the people in this company that understand better than me. What I suggest we do is okay, we've spent some energy here and we really haven't gotten a conclusion yet, and that's okay. I think as a lead, Andre, that sometimes we have to do this. So I would bring in either Vidi or Bayu to this discussion to kind of enhance the clarity. What I think is happening here is they are asking you guys as a chapter about you've set certain KPIs, right? Reduce bad reviews, zero complaints, reduce WhatsApp question. I think what they're asking is how do you really plan on measuring that, right? What is going to be the metric that reflects that this particular KPI has been well measured? Remember, when we pick a KPI, we have to pick a KPI that is. This is like I think the challenge of picking a KPI. There are KPIs we think that are important, and then there are KPIs that are sort of measurable. But then there are KPIs that are sort of derivative of the KPIs we think that are important, right? That can be measured. Let's say, for example, check-in experience that can be measured, right? Could you possibly encapsulate the other KPIs into a check-in, right? Zero complaints about staff attendance on the accommodations. Well, if you have a five-star check-in rate, you probably won't have very many of those, right? Staff attendance. Or maybe also what I'm understanding is maybe that isn't vital to achieving the end KPI, right? You're getting kind of like too fixed on the process rather than the end goal. Maybe if you have block boxes, that can suffice for the check-in, right? So this process of asking what to measure on your KPI is really important. When you call, let's say, zero complaints about staff check-in, what I think Buddy's asking is how would you actually measure that? And perhaps what I would ask is that even necessary, right? Can you still get a five-star check-in without having staff attendance? Might be an interesting question, right? So this comes back to problem definition and prioritization. Now, like I said, I've seen people do this much better than I have, especially like this morning, right? Tendi, Shanti, I think you guys saw that. So I would go to Tendi and I would go to Vidi or Bayou to ask for clarification on this. And you, Andre, are the right person to do that. So you have to go over to them, get them to like really get this clear, and then you bring back that certainty to this chapter. Okay?
Noted, sir.
Yeah.
So thank you for that clarification. We'll skip about this verse and we'll back maybe for tomorrow about this, and we can continue. Maybe if Mas Bayu still need another clarification to us as a chapter here. We'll move. You still have
Andre,
yes, sir.
Musbai, you're not serving him. He's serving you right now. He's trying to help you get this right. So the clarification would be from you, Andre.
Oh, noted.
Yeah, you
Okay,
have to be clear about it. Yeah. Okay.
noted, sir. Thank you. We still have a time actually. Yes, we do still have a time. I will move to Kak Tendi discussion here. Kak Tendi is asking about the best practice or system for handover about day off, change region, new member, and break time here. So okay, not that thing, Kak Tendi. So actually, I will bring the first one. Jing has already talked to me about the profile coverage that we have on the PO hands. We have to kind of revise on that, and I have actually invite Kak Tendi to discuss about it for today to revise about it. That's the first for me. What I believe to be the first one, I want to ask, we talk about the first one is about the day off itself. How the best handover about the day off. I believe that we are now having a buddy here, who's going to cover each other here. But maybe we have also to think about it since like Kak Tendi and Rafik, and now not as much not as to be to be in this HAR because now they're kind of focusing on community too. And first, maybe the clarification we can do for the current body that we have. The first one is me. Actually, I have Cynthia. I think that's all clear. And maybe for now, the day off about Nadine. Do you now have a clear body about this?
Currently, I have Caroline, so we never take a day off in the same day.
Okay, I believe that it used to be with Kak Tendi. And how about that now?
No, I cannot. I think that I cannot delegate it to Kak Tendi because I know that Kak Tendi is also busy with community, so I coordinate everything with Caroline.
Okay, so if you are now with Caroline, so okay, I will need a clarification from Kak Tandi. What profile that you now cover, Kak Tandi? It is still same with the Caroline and Nadine's because it might be some, people are covering the same coverage.
Actually, I'm monitoring all the profile. If there is any message that not replying like more than 1 hour or 2 hour, maybe I will take it that reservation.
Okay, Caroline. Here I believe that Kak Tandi is just doing the monitoring itself. It's just rotating to every account. Maybe now we have clarification for that the body for the day, Nadine's day off is Caroline, not Kak Tendi anymore. So maybe you can also please write it down there. And now is about who else that we have here. Oh, how about Rafik? Rafik, is Rafik here?
I think Om Rafiq is only advisor, right, in HAR.
Yes, and echoing for the HAR itself, yeah. Okay, about the change region, Kak Tendi, I actually don't really understand about the change region. What do you mean about the change region here?
So Andre, I think it's still on the first stage,
Huh?
the day off. So I like to ask like, if you guys have a day off, did you tell the person or the body that, hi, tomorrow I have day off, and then please cover it my bit, and then like for example, you handle air support too, right? Did you tell Cynthia to cover air support too, or not, or maybe uh, what how you communicate with your body, or actually this is if between you two, for example, like two guys, like you have on your own communication, but the other team didn't know, right? So for example, like maybe you have day off, and then somebody like for example like yesterday Mas Bayu want to reach you, and then or maybe other person need the who is the air support today. They didn't know like who is handling the air support because you day off, because you you not tell the information about that. So so actually how we spread out that, how we make easily the everybody knows like who is person in charge when you day off, and then so that person will be the your body like that. How you yeah spread out that
Okay,
information.
Andy. Uh, I see that this may be better if you floor this idea to all of us, because you know what kind of question that you want to ask. If I just I'll help you to floor it down to the HR team. So here from me and Cynthia, actually, I already know what days that Cynthia usually take a day off. It's maybe Saturday or Sunday, and at the time I will not. I never really take a day off in the weekdays because I clearly understand that Cynthia usually take that day off. So I do communicate with Cynthia, and I do tell Cynthia, and maybe not only tell Cynthia, but also sometimes I heads up to the on the Slack channel. I think that's the best other way to let the team know also about your availability on the next day on its day. So maybe I can also suggest you to, if you want to take a day off, please also notify the team on the HAR Slack channel. So we will know about your availability on the next day or availability on this day on about it. So I do actually communicate with Cynthia. So do Cynthia with me about the day off. Maybe, but here, how about Nadine and Caroline?
Yes, I barely give an announcement to all HR, but I always communicate with Caroline.
Do you also exchange the air support
Yes.
selection? Okay, good.
But my day off and Caroline's day off is not like Cynthia's. Cynthia's is usually they taking day off like in the Saturday or Sunday, right? If me and Caroline is kind of like randomly, so we need to coordinate. Yeah.
I think I think that's not a big deal actually. But if as long
Yes,
as
yes,
you have
yes.
someone that will cover you up, I think that will be something that okay. I mean, like if everything is covered it up. Okay. Kak Tendi, I'll ask you more about the change region. Is it already clear for your side, Kak Tendi?
Yes, I think yeah, as much we applied that, I think that will be good. Maybe I suggest one best practice maybe on your Google Calendar, because everyone in the chapter will see your calendar, right? So maybe on the calendar, maybe you put a day off, and then PIC who is your delegation there. So yeah, everyone know like maybe the you put like day off, like hand over to Cynthia, for example, like that. So
Hmm.
if someone want to reach the air support, they know who will they will contact.
Okay, I think that sounds good. We can also okay. We have a new best practice here from Kak Tendi to also write not only a day off, but who will pick over you on the day off when you write the day off in the Google Calendar. Thank you, Kak Tendi. That's beautiful. This the second point is about the change region, Kak Tendi. What do you mean about this? Would you like to introduce more?
I think Jing raise the hand.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
It's okay. Please continue. Please continue. Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think for the change region, this is maybe for the next, because I would like to make it clear the system from now, because we preparation for everything in the future. Like we want to have a system for the future. For example, if someone change the region, what is the what is the best practice for the handover, because yeah, if you change the region, if for example like for currently now you handle the region one, maybe the next there is someone will handle region one, and then you will handle region two, or something. Do you still on the group of that property, or what is your handover to the new person, like to the new person that in charge for the your previously region like that.
So what do you mean with do we still on the group is the air support numbers or our personal numbers? So I believe because sometimes we kind of input our our personal number if there's an urgent things that we have to join about it. So is it about the air support or the personal number or how?
Yes, about I think about both as well. So, for example, like now you handle you are a support two, maybe the next you are support one. Yeah. So, what is the system that you want to hand over? Like, did you tell all the partner that okay, the new person is this or what?
Okay. Why do you think that? Do you think that if we don't in the region, we have to leave the group, Sandy?
It's depend if because this is about the traffic, right? If you want to get all the information, all the notification that not maybe not what's called not relate to you. So do you want to have that notification and then you just show it, or actually you want to just focusing on your region like that?
Okay, here, what I can suggest to the HAR. Maybe you can also give your explanation too. Well, because we're covering, let's say, on Bayu and Wayana account, there will be a profile that there will be a property that registered to this region one and registered to this region two, and sometimes when there's a property on region one, we have to kind of join to their groups with using the air support tool, right? Whether it's just to use to the region two. Uh, Maybe what I can suggest, if there's urgencies, you can also you can automatically join to the group, and then if you don't want, if you think that it's kind of bother you with the traffic on the WhatsApp, you can just leave, and then you can just rejoin when you think you need to join the group, because it's kind of take some time. If you if let's say I handle it by UI now, but there's a last minute in region one property, so I have to kind of text Nadine first and make sure that Nadine is can answer me. It's gonna take some time, but you can also join by yourself by the PRM, and if you think that you have already finished with what the business there, you can also leave the group. So that's from me. Maybe Cynthia, do you have anything suggestion about this change regions topic? Nadine, you raise your hand, or Cynthia? Hello, hello.
Andre.
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Oh,
Nadine, go first. Nadine, go first.
okay. I think all air support phone can join all the group.
Yes.
It's okay. So maybe it's kind of like disturbing if our personal phone join all the groups, but if it's air support, that's what air support should be. I think, Andre. So it doesn't matter if all air support join all the properties group. So yeah, that's my suggestion. That will be simplify everything, I think.
Yes, maybe Kak Dendi also tadi he mentioned about the traffic itself. If there's too many traffic, so you don't we don't really have to join if you don't really have a business, I guess. But it's better if you have a business on that. You can also join. You can automatically join that on the PRM itself. Yeah, but I still believe not in the air support is used for that. But maybe if not, that's not your biggest responsibility. You can also leave or do something about the group itself, mute or do something. Yes, Kak Dendi.
Yeah, Andre, I think to make this discussion more efficient, maybe you can ask one person like what point that their opinion. For example, like okay, join the group, this, and then you can ask the other person, did you agree with this or you want to add? I think that will because there's no long reason about there's no story about that, but just the point. So we can take the conclusion, then we can put on the HR library for that.
Okay, noted. Kak Cynthia, from you, do you believe? Do you agree with Nadine's suggestion here?
Um, yeah. Well, how about the people that didn't bring the air support itself? But oh, to be honestly, if I could say here, I'm really confused here. Since maybe like when the change region and then me as the new person, well, I used to handle only penida, right, before, and then in this new structure, I should handle another region that I also do need a guidance to learn, even though I could learn it by myself. Since we have also bigger, we have PRM, we have an encyclopedia, maybe like Jogja Bible, maybe another things. Actually, it's kind of still hard for me if I kind of like suddenly show up to another group like, hi, boom, oh, who are you? So actually, I need a person who actually have a experience in that region. So I'm not sure what is the main objective for this one. Do you feel like disturbed or bothered by anyone who asking that things? Or maybe what, I'm not sure, because if the change region, and then yeah, I used to ask Tandy or Om Rafiq actually to help me like, how about this thing, how about this thing, yeah, so um, well, maybe yeah. I'm really sorry for that. Maybe for the next, maybe for the next time, I will just join using ad support. I'm so sorry, and thank you for that advice. Since I never thought about, oh yeah, I can join myself. Then, yeah. Thank you, Nadine. So I do agree with that things. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to share my opinion, and then what the things that I actually feel.
Okay, noted, Cynthia. Thank you for that. Maybe we kind of need some extra time. I will extend until maybe 10 minutes more. I believe
Andre,
there's
Andre,
yes.
here's what I'm saying. Here, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, right, and sort of discuss what I see right now. So what I see right now is we're getting actually more confused. I think as we go deeper and deeper into this. So let's pause for right now, Andre. Right? It means I think we need to regroup a little bit as leaders and create a little bit more structure around how we want to guide this conversation. We need to kind of have at least a prototype, right, so that we can get everyone's feedback on it. We're in a process of raw discovery right now, and there's all this. It's becoming like noise actually. So what I suggest is this is a great discussion. This is actually a very important topic. Tenny, thank you for flooring it. Here's what I'm saying. Tenny, I think it was a good attempt to bring it out, but we don't have any structure around it yet. So we're having brainstorming, and this brainstorming is not actually building. It's actually kind of getting into different directions. You might feel it already from the difference between like the morning discussion and this discussion, right? This one's getting more and more fractured. That one was getting more and more sort of combined. We need to find a way to bring some anchor points and then release it back for discussion. So what I would propose is this, Tendi. I think you and Andre could get together and really think about what the handover actually looks like. You're going to need to invest some time, right? Uh, this will take time away from your operations, from your regular duties, but this is a worthwhile investment. If you do figure out how to do handovers, then you have a system, right? Because you can absorb as many people as you need, and you'll be here you go, here you go, here you go, and it will just work. And when you come to me and you ask, I need more people, and when I ask, what do you need more people for, you can prove to me that you do need more people because you have slots that are empty, that are not being covered, and you're unable to attain your service level. Okay, so um, let's regroup. Let's think of like a plan, and then floor out the plan when it's a little bit more solid. Yeah.
Okay, noted, sir. I think that's kind of frustrating, freaking out something. I don't really know what really happens to me. I'm sorry to bring this up and being not professional about it. Yes, I believe that I can do some talk with Kak Andy first before we kind of break this down again. And I think I'm being really sorry about today. It's kind of not the
Andre,
greatest
Andre,
about it.
you have nothing to apologize for.
Huh?
What Andre is doing right now is he's trying to lead, right? He's getting into this is actually pretty heroic, I would say, Andre. You are going outside of the comfort zone into the growth zone, and anybody who's done that before, Cynthia did that before with doing BVE talk. Nadine's done that before with like all the different shifts and balancing her different duties in school. Tendy's done it before. So that's normal. That's actually really normal. This is how you know you're growing. If you feel comfortable every day and it gets boring and it's like, routine, you're not really growing. I'm going through this myself right now. That's why I'm getting really confused about the SLAs too. And thank God we have people in this company who understand it better than we do. Um, don't try to take it all on yourself, Andre. Don't like beat yourself over it. There are some key points I think you, as let's say, chapter lead in training, need to keep in mind. One thing is we agreed to do something. Does anybody remember what we agreed to do already, based on that last conversation that we just had? Sandy, what did we agree to do related to the handover? Question is for Tendi. Tendi, we agreed to do something, but there was no timeline to do it. What was the agreement?
Pardon, for the plan.
Yes, when we were going through the discussion, we reached a conclusion. It was a really important point, right? But
Yes.
it was kind of open ended. It was like, okay, now what, right? Days off, right? Everyone agreed, okay,
Yes.
we'll mark the days off calendar. Andre, so when we agree to do something, that's important. You're going to have to say, all right, we're going to do it on this day, right? We're going to do it now, or I'm going to expect it to be done by a certain time. Okay. So you've made progress. Don't forget to execute, right? You've solved the problem, but don't forget to execute. You discovered, you prioritize, you solved the problem, but don't that last step, execute it, right? Make sure it goes into production. As a leader, we have to. Uh, Andre, for my part, I think that was really, really actually quite. I feel that way a lot. I'm like, how do I lead this? This is really complicated. This is a confusing topic, and that's good. That's good. That's what a leader is.
Yes.
Actually, you're experiencing leadership when you're experiencing confusion. Otherwise, you're just a parrot, right? You're just repeating what has been repeated again. Leadership is what you do when you're facing uncertainty. Leadership is when you start thinking about the core values, like step on toes, be a hero, be transparent. And you're being transparent and you're being a hero. So don't apologize. I think you're doing what you can do. You're relying on good attributes and continue. I got to go to another meeting, but for everybody else, I would give Andre a chance to learn and get better at this and share with him your most transparent feedback. Okay. All right. See you guys.